Jubaland forces. Sisi tunasema hivi, maoni yetu hapa ground. Hii ndio sauti ya ground. Bunge power. Hiyo Jubaland inafaa government with immediate effect wafukuze hao Al-Shabaab ama wale terrorists wale ambao wamekita mizizi pale northeastern Kenya, na tunaomba hivi haraka iwezekanavyo.
Unajua penye tumefika kama Kenya, we are actually even afraid, because hii country vitu zinauzwa, JKA kidogo iuzwe, in a pipeline tunasikia ndio kuuzwa, and now we are even worried that Mandera county ni kama inauzwa kwa Somalia.
So you want to tell us that Somali can invade Kenya? You want to tell us that Somali can colonize us Kenyans? Because this issue of Jubaland into Kenya, it's raising a lot of concern. How did these terrorists get as far as Isiolo? Where is the army? Where is the president? What is he saying? It's not just declaring at your sense a state of emergency at an imminent attack from the Al-Shabaab, and you're just seated there doing nothing. We have to see action. We have to.
So Jubaland forces, they have a place they can do their training in Somalia. I wonder why they have been allowed to come to our country and to practice. And these are militias, they're illegal militias. In their countries, they are not allowed to operate. But here, they've been given a chance to exercise their illegal duties here. They are practicing how to murder people. And so, that is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate because the government understands that as Kenya, we would want to keep our peace with our neighboring countries. And this is one of the practice that makes it difficult to be trusted by other countries, especially the East Africa. Maybe what I would say, my opinion, the government should take an immediate action and drive away those militia and ensure we regain our control again.
Kwa Somali. Because you see, Gachagua warned Kenyans long time ago that William Ruto is actually, has been meeting Al-Shabaab members, leaders. But of course, he has never confirmed it. And you see, whatever Gachagua says, we're going to turn to be true. For example, the issue of Sudan, whereby Ruto was allegedly, taking Kenya arms, iende itumike kwa vita Sudan, mabunduki na kila kitu. And of course, later on, we saw kwa news that bunduki za Kenya zilipatikana Sudan. See, and of course, this shows indeed there's a big problem in Kenya, and we need not to pretend. Now, Jubaland forces have actually occupied, a primary school in Mandera, and of course, they're just disrupting activities there. No doing exams, people are dying, and the government is just quiet. In fact, they're doing nothing about it.
And I can confirm that in our counties, a huge chunk of the area is now being partially controlled by Al-Shabaab. I can tell you for Mandera, Al-Shabaab presence and sightings are more than 60% of Mandera county. And as of press, I think the main objective of the meeting was clearly dealt with by my brother Governor Wajir. Mine is just to add some 2-3 points. One, I would like to tell the country that Al-Shabaab is no longer a ragtag group. Al-Shabaab is becoming stronger and stronger as the days goes, and I can confirm that in our counties, a huge chunk of the area is now being partially controlled by Al-Shabaab.
And you see, I remember when America was actually sending the troops to Kenya to train the British, they had to write a document, they had to seek permission. Of course, this means that before a foreign force come to Kenya, were trained, lazima uwa wameongea na serikali. And there's no way Jubaland forces will be in Kenya without the blessings of the president.
Jubaland wameingia Mandera. They have occupied more than half of the town. Waliua watu 5. 7 people have been injured, and many people have been displaced, including schools. The leadership of Mandera was there over last weekend. Instead of castigating the invasion of Kenya by foreign forces, they were castigating Rigiji. Juzi nimeita TV nikasema askari wako pale ya nchi jirani. Sasa ndio nimeona governor wa Mandera ameamuka analia ati asaidiwe. Yet last weekend and over there he was not speaking. The senator was not speaking. The MP was not speaking. Mimi nimechukua jukumu kutetea watu ya Mandera, kutetea watu ya northeastern Kenya. It is unacceptable that foreign forces can invade Kenya. And the mandate of the Kenya Defense Forces is to protect our territorial integrity. And it cannot be that foreign forces are in our land and the government is quiet, the commander-in-chief is quiet. We are asking the commander-in-chief of the Kenya Defense Forces to immediately order an operation to flush out foreign troops out of our land. This is our country. We have a responsibility to protect our territorial integrity, and it cannot be that forces from Somalia can come into Kenya and occupy our land and terrorize our people. Yet the government is quiet. And
Clearly, because this is a foreign country. I mean, for example, KJ for Kenya, hawezi enda Sudan or Somalia without the government kujua. So this shows that the disruption that is being witnessed in Mandera County is actually watched by the government. I mean, wanaangalia now, there's nothing they do about it. And now the governor is actually complaining. It's calling out Ruto's name to actually go there and stop the activities.
We want to call upon His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of all the armed forces. Mandera cannot be turned into a battleground for Somalia. We have no interest in Somalia. The only interest we have in Somalia is peace. If they cannot peace and fight, then we have no business to involve in their internal affairs. They have opened a camp in BP1. BP1 primary school is now closed. And there are people who want to do exam in the next 1 month. How do you close?
And you see, the president ajali yamekaa tu. In fact, Ruto don't care. It's like he does what he feels is best for him. Afanyi Kenya wananchi wanataka, yeye anafanya Kenya inamfurahisha. And that's the truth. And now the presence of Jubaland forces in Somalia really shocks Kenya. And people are like, is Mandela going to being sold to Somalia? Because you see, in this country now, kila kitu ni possible. Right now, tumeka hivi kumbe, Kenya has 47 counties. So right now, maybe we are left with 46 counties because one county ni kama imeenda Somalia. It's like Somalia now, it's like now Mandera belongs to Somalia. That's how it is. Yeah. And you see, it's very sad. I remember in the 70s, when the Idi Amin, the dictator of Uganda, once said that Naivasha, I don't know, from Uganda to Naivasha belongs to Nigeria, to Uganda. And Kenyatta came out and said, no soil ya Kenya itaenda kwa Uganda. In fact, it even led to Kenyatta sending Kenya army to Uganda just to warn Amin asijaribu kuchukua any inch of Kenyan soil. But now, you're having a president who does not care, who's even willing to sell the country. Because that's what I'm saying here. Tumesikia mambo ya JKA na kila kitu. And it shows that the president does not care. Yeah, I think the person anaangalia. But how much you do sell a county like Mandera? Otherwise, you use do you know Mandera is one of the biggest county in Kenya. In fact, I think it's the biggest. Mandera Maturukana, moja yao ni kubwa. How much you do sell in such a county? It's crazy, eh? But of course, I'm not saying that he sold it, but Gachagua is saying that Jubaland forces, Somali forces, have taken over Mandera. And very soon, you see, it's just mauze, pengine hata unapata Wasomali wote watakuwa wamejaa Mandera from Somalia actually. And Mandera will be like Somalia. Ndio iko Kenya lakini kwa Somalia. And we've been seeing kutakuwa na influx ya Al-Shabaab. They'll be coming to Kenya. Yeah. In fact, this matter has been an issue before because Ruto himself actually ordered Wasomali huko from Somalia wapewe IDs 2 million. And of course, this brought attention, and people are like, this will lead to terrorists actually coming to Kenya. Now, kweli, and that's actually what's happening now. And now with Jubaland forces being in Kenya, Kenya is at risk, and people don't even know how to face this matter because ni kubaya kabisa. Like Kenya sasa, we're having a president who does not even care for people. What he cares is how he can make good business with other countries. Because how would you allow foreign forces come to a country, disrupt activities, kill people, Al-Shabaab kill people, and you're there, you don't even say anything about it. And KDF wamenyamazishwa, not that they're afraid, they have been told not to do anything about it. Of course, no KDF, they work with orders. Unapea order, they go and they do what they want. But if the president hajapea order, because Ruto is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, kama haja command waende wafanye kitu fulani, they can't go there. So I don't think there's anyone who should blame KDF. No one should blame KDF actually, because they act on orders. And there's no way wanapewa orders na the president wakati kuenda ni orders ndo hawajapatiwa. So that's actually what is happening on the ground. No, you need to tell me in the comment section, what do you believe? Do you really believe that the president should actually order the removal of Jubaland forces from Mandera? Do you think Gachagua was right when he said that Ruto has been meeting Somalia for leaders, Al-Shabaab leaders, Nama Jubaland, to come and enforce attack people in Kenya? I don't think that's possible. Anyway, comment then, of course, I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.
If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.